My father has spent his whole life, as far as I know, contributing to making sure that our communities are fulfilled and safe and really get all the necessary things that they need. So I can't think of a better recipient of today's award. So please help me give a warm welcome to my father and your mayor, Sylvester Turner.
Let me start off by saying good afternoon to everyone. And I certainly can't think of a better person than to receive the award from than my daughter, Ashley Paige Turner. You know, I am very, very, very proud of her and what she's doing. She's carving her own trail, doing it her own way, and that's the main thing. And then to be here today with University of Houston, Go Cougs, Chancellor Couture, who's doing an outstanding job at the university in her 10th plus year. Please give it up to her for just what she is doing right here at U of H. To all the Cougs that are here, and then I am here with Laverne Cox. I tell you, what can you say? Netflix, Orange is the New Black. If you're looking for someone else in the star, 713-569-5210. Just give me a call. But let me say to you that I'm serious about that. No, let me just say in just a minute or so, look, this is an incredible city. It's a fantastic city. And the future for this city is extremely bright. It is important that we recognize that everyone is still not where they need to be in our city. 24% of our city or more are still working poor. We had someone to come before us at City Hall. Is that Anise Parker? Yeah, that's from Anise Parker. How you doing? We had someone to come before us on yesterday, speaking during the community pop-off session. She had been working with one of our airlines, still working with one of our airlines, been with them for 27 years. And she is making $11.07 an hour. I want you to let that sink in a little bit. 27 years at one of our major airlines, in the catering business, making $11.07. And she was there testifying with a smile on her face. And the only thing she was asking for, she just wanted to make $12 an hour after 27 years. And I said when I became mayor, I didn't want to be a mayor of two cities in one, of have and have nots. And even though she would be comfortable or satisfied with $12 an hour, we know in this room that's not enough in order to live in the city of Houston. So we have to raise the standards of people within our city. And there are people in our city that have been living in communities and neighborhoods that have been underserved for decades in our city. And we have to raise their standards. And we have to build what we call now complete communities, quality schools, neighborhood schools, parks and green space, retail, business, job opportunities. Give them the options that they have. Too many food deserts. So we can't tell people to make healthy choices if they don't have choices from which to choose. We've got to bring them up. Hurricane Harvey came along. For many people, it pressed them further down. People who were already on the margins, and they got pressed further down. And now we have to make sure that as the rest of Houston moves on, that we do not forget those who are on the margins and are still having to build themselves back out. So that's where we are. Social workers are needed like never before. Case managers are needed like never before. We have people who don't know how to navigate through the process because when they get the letters or the forms, they don't know how they fill them out, and quite frankly, they don't know what they mean. And the greatness of our city will not be measured by the tall buildings downtown or the oil and gas companies, though they serve a vital function in our city. The greatness of our city will be measured how we take those who are most vulnerable and we provide them with better opportunities. And lastly, what I will say, it's one thing to fill potholes in the city of Houston. You can assess and address them by the next business day. It's another thing recognizing that we have people on our streets, living on our streets with potholes in their lives. And we have to find a way to fill those potholes in their lives. When we do that, this will indeed be a great city. Until we do that, our job is not yet done. Thank you so very much for having me this afternoon.